Hey Internet, this is Gunter with MiniMishaps Games, and today we are baking up some gingerbread men. Alright, so here's the story. I got this kit many years ago, and I love it dearly, and it's so much fun. And so when it came time to deciding what kind of gifts I wanted to do this year for my family, it was pretty quick decided that I would want to try and make miniatures that were gingerbread men. And since my mom picked out the three kings, and my dad picked out a dragon, and my son picked out Minions Santa character, that that left my sister to do the gingerbread men. So this is going to be for her, and let's get started. So first up, we're going to take some clay and we're going to essentially manually do the cookie cutter thing. So we're going to flatten it out, and then we're going to cut out the parts. So I took, as you can see in the picture, I took and printed little versions of the gingerbread men to use as outlines to trace while I'm carving. And so that is what I did. I cut out the little pieces, and then after that you flip over the blade to the side and press in the corners so it looks like they are rounded, just like a gingerbread man would be. After you got to the rounded edges, then it was a matter of flipping it over and doing the same on the back and making sure that proportions were good and there weren't big holes or parts missing. Then it's time to bake the clay hard, and before I show you how they turned out, I don't know what happened because I followed the directions on the clay, although the clay is very old. And so I set the right temperature and set the timer, and well short of the timer, it started smelling like smoke, and I took them out of the toaster, and this is what they looked like. And at this point, I am devastated, and I think the project's over, and I've already put in, a couple of hours of time invested, and I'm so heartbroken. And then I decided, just for the sake of seeing how they would take it, I just put a little brown paint on them, and it completely turned them around. So after that, then it was just painting them. So let's show you that. So you can see that I've already got them in brown, and I didn't video that part because I thought the project was over. But once they're brown, the white paint just was almost exactly like frosting a little cookie. It was just really fun to see that come out of the blackened char of the cooked clay. So the clay did bubble and it did malform a little bit, but it actually, I think, made it look more like a real cookie, because when you bake gingerbread men, they aren't uniform, they aren't perfect, and they certainly don't always keep their shape exactly. So anyway, they turned out, I'm pretty happy with them. Once the frosting was done, then I went on to adding decorations like cookies would have. So they all got eye coverings like ninjas, but otherwise it was dots and lines and squiggles that would be more of a characteristically what you would think of as cookie decorations. So, and I am just so pleased how these turned out. At the end, after the decorations on the cookies, then I went back and I painted the bases up as mints. So the bases are the size of a quarter, so they actually look like they are the real size mints, even though the gingerbread men then are super tiny compared to the giant mints. But I like the combination of the two. So here is the finished gingerbread men, and so they're messy and they burnt, and I'm not a professional artist yet, but I really like, especially how the base turned out on the red base. This has been a holiday project, and so we've already done now the 3 wise men, the gingerbread men, and next up we'll probably do the dragon for my dad. So you can watch for that. If you like the video, go ahead and like and subscribe, and if you want to help us out on Patreon, that link will be in the description. Thanks so much, and everybody have a happy holidays.